Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, GillBudgets. I hope you're all doing well. It has been a while. I don't think I've cash stuffed in almost a month. So hello. I feel like I should be like Mariah Carey, like it's time, but it's like it's back. I'm back. So if you're been in my channel before, then you'll know I'm just back from New York a couple of weeks ago, which was the biggest expense that we've had on for the last couple of years that I've been cash stuffing. But my god, what a trip it was. It was fantastic. There was about 13, I think, of us that flew out over to celebrate David's friend's wedding, and it was just absolutely fantastic. So we did pretty much every single thing that we wanted to do whilst we were there, give or take a couple of stuff that we just didn't have the time to do. And we also enjoyed a very amazing wedding weekend as well. So we had the boat on the Friday night, which was just fantastic. It was a sunset, it was gorgeous. And then we had the wedding on the Saturday, which was in Central Park. And it was, the sun was shining, it was just beautiful. So a really, really fantastic time. So we came back on an overnight flight and got back on the Friday morning. So I didn't cash stuff that weekend just because we instantly had to start getting our shopping in and I was just knackered. And then last weekend, yeah, the time just got away from me as well, so I never managed to cash stuff for last weekend either, on camera. I did do it off camera though, and I didn't stuff any categories, but I did stuff things like my food shop, and I did the challenge for that, personal money for myself, and things like that. So I'm going to be basically doing a double cash stuffing today, and seeing how I get on with that. So I might be a wee bit staggered just because I'll be reading off of two separate lists. But yeah, I just don't know what happened to the time last week. And because I didn't stuff the last couple of weeks, I also did my count up and cash condensing off camera as well for September. So I think we were about just over £3,000 down from our last amount. I don't have it with me at the moment, which is silly, but yeah, we're about 3,000 something, I don't even know now, pounds down from our previous total. But obviously we have had expenses such as New York and just other things that have come out of the bank, but I'm absolutely fine with that. We'll just build it back up again for the next round of stuff that we've got on. So the next upcoming expenses that we have is Millie's birthday, then we have Christmas, and we have David's dad's birthday, and then we're into 2026, which is also looking cram-packed this time already. So a lot of saving again needing done. Not as expensive as New York, but still, yeah, we've got 2 weddings, an away stag, a home stag, a home hen, and hopefully the big budget meet up and things like that. So it's going to be another crazy time for saving, but I hope you've all been well. It feels good to get back on camera. I'm gutted I've kind of missed the last couple of weeks, but here we are, we're on camera now and we're doing it. So this is kind of left over from last week money. I just took it in my purse and I chucked it to the side, so I've fixed it all here. So we'll just add this into what do you call it, check-in section of the video, to this week's as well. So let me just have a wee rummage here. So these can all go away now. Another thing, just as a wee tip, I never used to do it, but I've went shopping in Farm Foods, and if you sign up to their thing online, you get like vouchers and stuff. So they were giving me £2 off £25 or £5 off £60 shop, which was amazing. So I did get a couple of bits. David and I are on a wee bit of a more healthier eating now. So it is a wee bit more expensive in terms of food shop for a lot of meat, a lot of fresh produce, a lot of yogurt, a lot of cottage cheese. But we're feeling much better for it. But some of the stuff that we eat, we know that Millie wouldn't eat, so we're having to kind of make her separate dinners as well. So the cost has gone up slightly, but I'm feeling like we are still in budget. But yeah, Farm Foods there, a wee tip for you. If anybody shops there regularly, just make sure you get your vouchers or something to browse as well, because they do good deals on branded foods, not just like their own. Anyway, so we've got some coins here, like tons of £2 coins for some reason. And a lot of change for the penny challenge. Oh, sorry, as well. So we'll deal with that in a minute. So £5 left from food shop, and basically everything kind of needs topped up for the start of the month. So we've got some money in personal left. And Priscilla's still got her money, and that is us. And I've got a little voucher here for Tesco, £6 off when you spend £30. So I'm going to get Millie some new clothes because she's just massively outgrown most of her stuff in terms of her height. Trousers are just like up at her ankles now, so I need to get her some new stuff. Right, so that's the purse emptied. So we'll deal with this leftover money first, and then we can dive into the cash stuff inside of it as well. So we'll start off with the £8 that I've got left then. I'm not doing anything else the rest of this week. I am filming this a little bit early. Millie's on an overnight with my mum right now because Aldi's toy event happens tomorrow morning. I'm desperate to get her a little toddler tower as part of her birthday present. Just because I think it'll encourage her to try a little bit more foods if she's like can see them getting made and things. So I want to pick that up, and my mum's got Millie overnight so I can be lined up outside Aldi in the morning. So see how I get on, but I will update you on that next week. So £3 going into the £1 challenge from Cash But Cute. That's building up nicely. Yeah, so I'll actually need to pull some money out from my MONZO pot into my main account for that tomorrow. Fingers crossed I can pick her up something. Let's do... I think I'm actually going to stick this into work. I do have a works lunch next week, so I will actually need to sort that as well. Okay, so that's my binder done. And then we'll go into the leftover binder. So we've got 10, £21, which is amazing. I have also added in Studio Budgets and Dingley Designs subscription. I only got it today, so I will quickly hide that, although I've probably shown it. Yeah, so I've got them added in. I'm going to maybe put something in them today. They're just small denominations, but yeah, I want to add it in because obviously it's for October. But I will do a little roll on Fill the Jar first. I do need to swap some of these coins out as well, actually. In fact, I am going to do that right now because I do actually need £5 coins. Let's do that before I started. Because I've just basically merged weeks 1 and 2. I haven't even had a chance to take any money at the bank for week 3 and 4 yet. Just carnage. Right. Okay, so but yeah, I hope everybody's well. How's everybody getting on? What's been happening? I have been watching videos in the background, but I haven't been commenting because I've been mostly watching them on the telly, just whilst I'm either working or just at night. I've just been chilling watching stuff on the telly. David's been watching the darts and I like the darts, but I have been kind of catching up on videos as well, so I don't miss anything. I am tempted to, when I do the cash stuff inside, maybe swap some of these coins out for a note, and I can do my shopping with that. Right, so £4 into Fill the Jar. Let's see what we can do in here. So the next biggest thing is the cutie meal. So I think we'll just stick the 5 in today. That'll be that. So I did actually complete a challenge in here off camera, annoyingly. I can't even remember which one it was now. So that went into the message hint. Can't even remember, I think it was maybe for £20. But yeah, I did that off camera. So let's do 2 into here. Like £4, two alpacas. Yeah, so that was, I think, £20 into my mystery tin. And what else can I update you on? I think that's really it. But yeah, New York was absolutely incredible. We did Top of the Rocks on the first night. So we had sunset at Top of the Rocks. Then we did the Edge as well on the Friday morning. And then with just one of David's friends. And then what else did we do? Friday night we had the boat. Saturday I met the girls for brunch while the boys got ready. And then, but I was rough. I was at, David says he's never seen me that hungover before. So that was fun. And then, yeah, we had the wedding obviously on the Saturday. And then I'm going to do this little iced one for 3. I can't even think now. What else did we do? We did 9/11, like the museum, which was just so sad, very harrowing. But we did that. We did Chinatown, we did Little Italy, we done the Brooklyn Bridge, we did Cat's Deli, which I was so excited about, and absolutely lived up to it. I'm going to swap 5 coins now. And then, what else did we do? We did Mamma Mia at Broadway, that was fantastic. And then we did, there's just like loads, we done like loads of stuff at Bryant Park. We got a rickshaw after the wedding, actually. We got a rickshaw home, and because believe it or not, David fell. I'm going to show you the 2, so if you haven't seen them, don't look. Yeah, David fell at the wedding, hurt his knee again, so he was really in so much pain at the end of the night. So we got a rickshaw from Central Park to our hotel, and it cost us $300. Is that not just absolutely insane? Honestly, like, what? But yeah, so we did that, which was fun. God, we just done loads. We just done loads and loads of stuff. It was brilliant. And really, really fun doing it like as a group as well. So like, so obviously sometimes we were on our own, and then other times we were with maybe some of the group, we were with all the group. It was really fun. A really fun trip. So I'm definitely glad that we did it, and we managed to go. I did not come back with any money at all out of all the money we spent. Well, we came back with £30 out of all the money, including we got dollars given to us last minute. I actually got dollars given to me whilst I was in New York as well, from my cousin that lives over there. So we spent all of it. Came back with £30 and got a Chinese, got an Indian. Yeah, just crazy. So, but we did it all. We didn't go over budget. I'm quite happy that we did actually spend it all, because we obviously worked so hard to save for it, and we really enjoyed ourselves. And when you're on a budget as strict like as to save for something like that, and then you have the opportunity to just go wild, like, believe me, I did. I was just spending money here, there and everywhere, but it was great. So I'm back now, and now it's like Halloween's coming up, and then we've got Millie's birthday, and then we've got Christmas. So lots still looking forward to for the rest of the year. So I'm going to pop 2 into this little challenge, and that's me finished with Dingley and Studio Budget challenges. Now you can look back. In fact, I'm going to leave that out, so I hope you can't see that. I'm going to pop that for the back. Yeah, very good, I think. Yeah. So that's 2 into there. And then last up is the penny challenge, which I fear is going to take an age to count, but let's have a go. It's got 1, 50, 2, 3, 4, 5, sorry for the noise. 5, 510, 520, 530, 535, 540, 50, 60, 2, 4, £5.69. £5.69. God, that is tons. Let's have a look. We're actually really, really close to having this finished now, which is super exciting. So our next highest one's only 69p, so wait, what? No. No. Right. Sorry about that. It was just brain just malfunctioned there. So I've got a good few knocked off there, which is fab. I'm actually been doing this challenge that long that I've already covered these all a million times anyway, but they're starting to scratch back off again. But we are so close. We're so close. Hopefully not too far away. And we'll have this done by the end of the year. So amazing. Right, so onto the cash stuff inside of it then. As I said, I've lumped 2 weeks together. I don't have the right denominations or anything, but we're just gonna roll with it. And see how we get on. Oh, in fact, there's something I was meant to do as well, which is super annoying. I haven't cleaned off my debt tracker, have I? No, nah, I haven't. So that's fine. I'll just deal with that later. Right. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 96, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 97, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 83. So 783. I think. I actually didn't even have enough money to stuff everything I wanted to stuff this week because, again, like I said, I'm not been to the bank. I actually did go to the bank, a cash machine to take money out at a Tesco, and it was like you could hear it like counting all the money. So I was trying to take out 250, which was the most it would let me take, and you could hear it like counting all the money up, and then it just went stagnant for ages, like nothing was happening, and then it just spat my card back out, but it came on my card saying that like £250 it came out of my account, and I was like, oh my god, it's like, what's happening? So yeah, and then it did just get refunded back on my card, but how weird, like it was counting all the money instead of saying like insufficient funds or whatever, like in the machine, like I just don't know. So that was a weird one. So I actually never got the money, which is why we're not stuffing everything, because I was going to do Christmas, but it's probably better that I don't do it this week because I feel like it's already quite chatty. So we're going to start off with bid shop, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 90 and 5. So I did the roll and match last week as well. Actually, I had to catch up, was it August? It was a 5-week month. And I didn't do roll and match any of the weeks, so I did actually put 5 rolls in at the end of last month. I managed to fit £50. No, it's £50 it took, I think 45 maybe. So yeah, so I have been playing it to try and stay on track for the end of November to finish this, so that I can go towards Christmas obviously for this year in December. I mean, we're only like 2 paydays away from Christmas, it's just mental. Because I don't use my Christmas payday, because everybody tends to get paid early before like normal payday in December. I am trying to not use that pay until the January budget. But what do you do? Do you use your December pay for Christmas or? Right, So we've got green, red, red. That's David clambering about in the kitchen. So green, red, red, so £10 going in again. So 10. So in here now we've got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. 145. So I'm hoping that this will cover the majority, if not all, of my Christmas food. But it won't be mental this year. Obviously, like I said, me and David are trying to healthy eat, so I'm going to try and not buy like loads and loads of fatty foods and things in, and just buy a few little treats to enjoy over a couple of days rather than the full of December being like carnage. It's the same reason I haven't bought any Halloween sweets this year yet. I will pick them up like later on, but normally I would buy them in at the start of October, and then they're all gone, and then we need to buy them again, and then they're all gone, and then we need to buy them again. So I'm trying to avoid that. Anyway, household is going to get 15. There we go. Petrol is going to get 20. Personal is going to get 30, but we'll do that in a second. Beauty is going to get 40. Actually, in next week for my nails. Emergency isn't getting anything. Priscilla's been done. Millie's not getting anything just now. And then, because I'm going to use the money that's in the bank for her. And then planned spends, I am going to take out of Halloween. Because I have sort of a little Halloween costume for her. It's like a wee witch in Tesco, and you can buy like the little broom and stuff. So we are going pumpkin picking on Sunday, so I'm going to take this out because this is obviously part of Halloween, and I'll keep this in here. And as I said, I'll pick up some sweets like later on. Excuse me. So personal then. Into here. So again, I did start another new challenge off screen, but it's this one here from Studio Budget, which is pumpkin spice. So I did get a 10 last week, but we'll see what we get this week. So we've got 5. Let me think. So 1, 2. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. And we'll stick a 5 in. So we'll take 10, 2 5s. There we go. And then let's have a look here. Right, I'm going to stick the 5 into beauty. And then time with friends, I'm going to stick a 10 in. And then I just need a 5er. No idea if we've got the right denominations, as I said, probably not. I'm going to stick a 5er into gifts. So this is one that I want to start. Next year is going to be one of my best friend's son's 18th, so I want to start saving for his little present. And then I'll give myself a 5er this week because I've got the work money there for going out for lunch on the Tuesday, but there's nothing else I really need right now. There we go. I'm just going to pause you while I just cough a little bit. Right, sorry about that. Okay, so I'm actually just realised that I am actually going back into this binder, and time with friends is actually getting another 20. There we go. That's that. And then let's get started. So we'll start off with David's binder then, and he's just done his dart around challenge. So I will insert a clip here. Okay, David's going to throw his darts for the month. 19, 20 and 14. So that was mega. So he hit double 19, which is for 38. Then he hit 20, so that's 58, and then he hit 14. Yeah, 14, I'm trying to remember. But yeah, so 72. He was not happy because he only gets £80, so in cash. So he's getting left with £8. I need to make some change, so what's in here? But this is probably going to go towards the stag do's and stuff next year, this challenge that he's doing. So yeah, by all means keep saving. So 20, 40, 60, 72. There we go. And we'll put his spending money in here. So he's got £8 in cash, and then like I said, he gets digital money as well. So right, so that's David done. Right, next up is debt then. So like I said, I've not cleaned it, but I'm only putting 100 in. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. And we'll just start off with the 40s. I swear, I do this every time I come on camera. I'm fine, and then I come on here and I'm like, I've got a frog in my throat. But I have been talking my ear off this full video, I do know that, so apologies. But right, it's 20, like 40, 40 and 20. And I will at some point clean that off. Right, so that's debt. I haven't even got the other binder in debt. I'll just tick this off my list as I go. So we're going to do Millie's, and the next one is the 20, so she's going to get 20 as well. There we go. That's her little binder done. Okay, let's start off in annuals then. So I've got a feeling I need that. I'm pretty sure I do. Right, so garden bin is fully funded. Season ticket is going to get 100. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So there's now 310 there should be, so 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 310. And season ticket we're aiming for 500. So 190 left to go on that. We're doing boiler service, and that's going to get 40. So 5, 10, 15, 20, that takes it to 100, but I am saving 120, I think, because I was more, yeah, 120, I was more this year here, because we had to get a radiator looked at as well that was leaking slightly. So 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, and that is that now fully funded. I can stick my little fully funded in there. And this is for 2026. So all of these are for 2026 minus car insurance, which is next month for David's car, which I'm wanting to pay up front and get rid of another direct debit, which would be amazing. So car service, no. Home insurance. Forgive me, I am looking at 2 different ones here. Home insurance is going to get 20. Different colour pen. Is it? Okay, so when is this in tens? So 20 going into home insurance, that's now got 40. This is for next year. Car insurance, no. No. Road tax is getting something though. Road tax is getting 5. Yes, road tax. Where are you? I just saw you. Yeah, so we can colour in a little car now. And road tax, like, I'm saving for it, but I'm not in a hurry because it's £34, £35 just under for the 2 cars a month. So that's fine. Because I think it's like quite a palaver. Tell me that if anybody pays for the road tax up front, is it like you need to cancel your direct debit and contact it? Like, I don't really know how it works. I've just heard it's a bit of a faff, changing from direct debit. Like car maintenance then is going to get 20. Yeah, but I'm not in a huge rush to do that. It would obviously just be nice to get rid of another direct debit, but if it takes us next year or the year after, then that's fine. So did I put that in? 200, 150, 170, 180, yeah, 200. Amazing. So that's that. Emergency is going to get a 10. It's not. This one. 10. So that's now got 100. And we're just slowly building this, but I would like to increase it slightly in the future to try and bulk it up a wee bit more. Priscilla, emergency, is also getting 10. We are. So she's now got 60. And then I think that's us in. I think that's everything in. Oh, do you know, I actually need to sort this as well. So I had extra money from something else, I cannot remember, or whether it was just left from a month. So this is going to be like a little mini debt that I can then either transfer into my binder or just collect and do that at the same time, if you get me. So it's just going to be like a second challenge. 10, 20, 30, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180. Yeah, I think that's good. So there's £30 in there already. The blue. So I'm just going to mark that off actually just before I forget. So there's 30 in there now. So yeah, little mini debt also on the go now as well. Ooh. I actually think I want to separate this to like high priority and annuals maybe in the new year, because it's just getting quite thick, which I'm not complaining about, but right. Okay, family fun then. We already kind of gave most of the money out last week and we have been using it, so there's only getting £15 now instead of 50 because yeah, we've used some of it already and there's still money. What? Why is there only a tenner left? What? I need to check that. I think David's used the wrong money. Okay. So 15 in the front and 10 apparently in the back. Okay. So the only other things that are getting stuffed is, so I'm like 2 lists, gotta keep up. Petrol buffer is going to get a 10, but I'm not doing this tracker just now. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80 in petrol buffer. And then home reno. And home reno is going to get 30. So 10, 20, 30. So then we've got 200 and 20, 30. And then home decor is going to get 5. There we go. And that's everything in the black sinking funds binder. Then next up is going to be our events, occasions. So we are going to do, these are all fully funded for the year, and we're working on Valentine's Day. And Valentine's Day is going to get £30, 20 and 30. So we can do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30. I think we're actually going to try and save about 120. This saves 75, I want to say. So we've got 20, 40, 65, yeah. So we'll finish this tracker and then we'll just save, I think, after that. We're also going to put into my birthday, and I'm pretty sure in purple, so I'm just going to do that. And I am getting £20, so 10 and 20, and this beautiful tracker is from Cash But Cute. Love it. So 20 into my tracker. And then we're skipping all the way to the back, and eating out is going to get 10. And that is that. So the last thing to do then is just the challenges, I believe, and then I can let you all go because I'm here for forever. Right. So I'm obviously having to do 2 weeks worth. I didn't do any of these challenges off camera. So October is going to get 10. Friday Saver is getting 13. So the 3rd and the 10th. And then last but not least, our seasonal, finally starting in autumn, and that is getting 20. So we'll just do the jumper for 20. And that is that. So that is me finished then, a double cash stuffing. I'm officially back. So yeah, thank you. If you stayed to the end, then leave a little pumpkin emoji. But yeah, I do really appreciate it, guys, if you did, and thank you very much for joining me on this very long-winded video. But I will talk to you all very soon, guys. Take care and happy budgeting. Bye.